What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So we're talking Manceras, one of my favorite brands to discuss. The brand I have the most fragrances of. I've got over 50 bottles, just bottles, not counting decants and samples and things I've smelled over the years of Mancera. Big fan, and we're revamping my recommendations for the summer for this year because we've got a few new ones that definitely made their way in, and some iconic Manceras for summer that just will always be in a topic like this, that you should just smell them, try them. You may end up wanting a damn bottle for your summer rotation. So there's links down below if you want to check any of these out. You don't have to buy nothing to watch these videos, just there for convenience. But let's check them out together. Stay tuned. So one that the first time I tried it with my buddy Dedrick, I tried it on a test strip and I was like, I don't really get it. I didn't see the appeal, right? And then I said, oh, he keeps raving about it. Shout outs to my man Dedrick. Others have told me it's fantastic. I'm going to just buy a damn bottle. Let me get it on skin, and it's going in the rotation this year, that's for sure. Jardin Exclusif. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's like Herba Pura. But you want to hear the dirty little secret about Jardin Exclusif? If I can get it to focus, it'll just be stellar, right? It's better than Xerjoff Herba Pura. Yeah, so it's very floral. But I don't find it to be all that feminine. It's got that sweet candy fruit kind of almost... it's funny. It cracks me up when I describe this from Herba Pura. But fructis shampoo. It doesn't have so much of that because it's more candy-like fruitiness than shampoo and conditioner. Synthetic fruitiness like Herba Pura, which I like both. I love Herba Pura too. But distinctively, I've always thought that when I've smelled it. This was really good. Rose, violet, white florals. It just does the trick. It's very fresh. Airy, fresh floral, lightly powdered, and sweet. And a lot of that doesn't sound like it would be really good for the high heat, but it is. It actually is. Really good performer. I had to start with this one because this is like brand new to the rotation for the summer this year. I would take this 10 out of 10 times over Xerjoff Herba Pura. And you can get it for a lot less. This is in that $70 to $80 range for a 4-ounce bottle. Great performance. Quality's kind of what and what. I mean, it's got a hard candy accord in here, so there's some synthetics to it. It's not the most natural smelling fragrance, but it smells damn good. It performs really good. And though it hasn't happened yet because I haven't spent much time with it, I'm pretty confident the compliment factor is going to be pretty high on this one. I'm not saying it will get a lot of compliments. I'm saying that the potential for this profile is definitely going to be there this summer for me personally. So if any of that sounds good to you, you might want to try it because you might want to get it in your summer rotation for 2025. Again, that's Jardin Exclusif. Next, another new one to the collection. If you like pine green and or saltwater aquatics, you'll like this because it's both of those. This is Cinque Terre from Mancera. Same line as French Riviera, my favorite. Don't worry. Yes, of course, French Riviera is in this video. Of course, right? But this one, really, really strong saltwater aquatic, and it's got the pine needles smell. There's citruses, there's a little musk and woods, there's other notes here, but that's the main thing. Pine needles and saltwater, and a lot of both. And it just smells so good. Any of you marine fragrance enthusiasts, you owe it to yourself to smell this one. This is the bomb diggity. This is all that in a bag of chips, thebomb.com, all those early 2000s sayings. Pick one. This shit fits it. Performance is crazy. It's one of the strongest fragrances in this video, and it's not even close. You don't need a lot of sprays. This one will pull people in that like saltwater aquatics. If you're a fan of marine fragrances, you owe it to yourself to try this one because this is top tier as far as his fresh fragrance work, Pierre Montal. I was so excited to get this one that I bought it from overseas for full retail before it even came to North America last year. It's a little easier to get. It's still not super easy to get and easy to find, but it's slowly making its way, trickling around North America a little more. So if you get an opportunity to smell this one, definitely in my rotation this year. Mancera's Cinque Terre. An airy, fresh citrus aquatic. It's so good. I kind of relate it to Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. It doesn't smell exactly the same, but I feel like it accomplishes the exact same thing. I would wear them in the same situations. Super high heat. Again, it's a light, airy fragrance that really has some good performance and staying power. We're talking about Soleil d'Italie. D'Italie, tomato, tomato, potato, potato, right? This is a good one. This is, again, some of his best work. This is one that will always be in a topic like this. This is like standard summertime Mancera. Not quite salty, more fresh water, airy, a little bit of floral here, but more juicy citrus than floral. Clean, clean musk, sweet pepper aquatic kind of feel. Not so much as something like a Zaharoff Seraphim Red, where the pink pepper is super heavy, but you do have a little hit of pink pepper to give you a nice tone of sweetness, more sweet than spice in this particular fragrance. This is some really, really good stuff, guys. It's not going to overwhelm you either. Again, it's a light, breezy type of fragrance. Really good in the humidity. This one won't have that sticky, heavy feel to it when it's muggy outside. Some of these are kind of heavy for being on the fresh side, and the high heat, some will do better than others. And I think this one in high heat humidity shines. So again, this is kind of quintessential standard stuff. This will be one of the first people will recommend to you when it comes to freshies from Mancera for the summertime, because it's tried and true. When in doubt, this stuff works. It smells great. You're going to like it. It's an easy wear. It's really good on a hot day. What more could you really want? And it's super affordable for a big 4-ounce bottle. Having trouble with the focus here today. I like to have the bottles focused before we move on. Mancera Soleil d'Italie. Do you like coconutty, sunscreeny type of fragrances? Well, Mancera's got an iconic one. Falls into the family of your Maison Margiela replica beach walks, your Tom Ford Soleil Blanc, Mancera Holidays. They all fit a style and profile. Coconut florals. Leans feminine, sure. But it's got that sunscreen, coconut lotion kind of smell going for it. Lang-a-lang, some white florals. Tiare flower is the white floral. It's a big floppy white flower, a creamy white floral. Goes so well with that coconut. Man, this is so good. I love fragrances like this. If you don't like the sunscreen type, you'll probably hate this. But if you do, it's one of the better ones, especially because with the ones I listed, with like Beach Walk and Eau de Soleil Blanc or Soleil Blanc, either one from Tom Ford, they smell great. They smell pretty much just like this, but this is the powerhouse. This is the performer. For you performance nuts, this is the one you're going to want for that profile. I think it's the best of the bunch. It's the one I own. I've smelled the other ones. The others are great. Great wearing experience, just like this one. But again, a lot of creamy sunscreen, coconut, white and yellow florals, hint of citrus. Not much here. A little watery. I wouldn't call it the most aquatic fragrance, but it does have a little bit of watery freshness to just kind of lighten the fragrance up just a bit to where it's not overly creamy and just too thick for high heat. It's not anything like that. It wears really well. Very much a beach fragrance. And even if you're not around a beach, it'll transport you there when you're smelling something like this. This is a transportive type of fragrance for the summertime, that's for sure. Even if you're not on vacation, but you're thinking about that summer vacation, something like this will take you there, that's for sure. It's Mancera Holidays. Just as green as it is citrusy, saltwater, aquatic, and fresh, clean and musky, it's even in the name, is Mancera Wave Musk. One of his greatest fresh fragrance creations of all time. Again, fresh cut grass green, juicy grapefruit, breezy aquatic, a little bit of sea salt, clean musky accord, touch of woods, but I like that grassy green smell where this is pine needles, this is fresh cut grass. Not the same kind of green. I don't know how loud that was. I totally had the cap of this smoke the microphone, so I hope that wasn't too loud for you guys. This is the older style, has the screw cap. You can still find bottles of this one, $70 to $80 range. This is a slept-on fragrance from the brand. Always has been, and always has been a personal favorite of mine. This will always be in this video topic, because I typically revamp it from year to year, because I always get a few new ones, and we've already had a few new ones in the list so far, and we actually do have another one that's pretty newer to the collection that's in here. This is some good stuff. Again, grassy green, but not the same. If this is your style, you'd like both of these. This is saltier and more pine needle. This is more citrusy and musky, but still have similar elements. It's still a salty aquatic, just this is way saltier. This grassy green, this is pine green. This is musky, this is more woodsy. This still has woods, this still has musk. So I'm saying, like, there's different balance, there's similar accords, but still not the same fragrance and super redundant. But if that's your style, you're going to want both of these more than likely. They are that good. This one in particular is that good. I did a full review on this one years ago, and my thoughts have not changed on this fragrance. Above average performance. It wears light and airy. It's pretty unique. It really is. For what it is, I don't have another aquatic that smells like wave musk. Wave musk is just so good. So good for the summer. You should try it if you can. Mancera's Wave Musk. Even though this came out before Cedrat Boisé, I kind of relate it to like the Eau Fraiche flanker of Cedrat Boisé, because it's got the black currant, the lemon, like all the citruses and the fruits, but even more of it, even more citruses. It's a white, clean musk with a soft cedar wood, just a little bit. It doesn't have all the leather, doesn't have that light smokiness, like a lot of the darker, heavier elements of Cedrat Boisé is missing. From Mancera Wild Fruits. Super slept on fragrance from the house. We've got a few like slept on under the radar gems in this particular video topic here today. And this is one of them for sure. If you like Cedrat Boisé, you're going to like this. This is fresher, lighter Cedrat Boisé. Doesn't sacrifice performance. It is good though. Man, just as fruity as it is citrusy, it's a medley. This is a frickin' smorgasbord. A cut board full of fruits and citruses just lined out, and the board is your cedarwood note, and you got a little bit of clean musk. It's that simple, that easy to describe, that easy to understand. The profile's that simple, and it smells phenomenal. It's pretty linear. It doesn't change a whole lot. Performance is slightly above average. All of these, it's slightly above average, straight up to beast. You get performance with Mancera, even with their fresh fragrances. I'm telling you guys, one of his best. If we were ranking this probably would have been in that top 3. Yeah, probably. Because it is that good, but it is also that slept on at the same time. So, again, basically, fresh Cedrat Boisé is Mancera Wild Fruits. Let's get that focus. There we go. Again, if this was ranked, this would be number 1. It's my favorite fresh fragrance from Mancera. It's one of my 10 favorite fragrances in my entire collection. It's French Riviera. Doesn't reinvent the wheel, but it made a cooler wheel than all the others. Another big floppy white flower tiare note, creamy white floral, soft and powdery, fresh water, musk, citrus fruit. A lot of these share similar notes and accords without smelling like the same fragrance. A little bit of sunscreen here, just a little bit of coconutty sunscreen smell. This is the laid-back, chill fragrance of the bunch. This one is such its own unique vibe. This is the chill guy meme. Just a chill guy. This is the fragrance that dog is wearing in the chill guy meme. This is his signature scent. I'm telling you, because this is just a chill guy. Any of you that have it, you agree. You do. You need this one. I am the hype on French Riviera. I have been for over 2 years. I will continue to be. And honestly, I don't want none of y'all wearing it because I want it for me. But I'm joking because we all don't hang out and smell one another, so it doesn't matter. I'm joking. I'm totally joking. I'm not the gatekeeping type with fragrances. I'm going to put you on game. That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to put you up on game. And this fragrance is putting you up on game. This fragrance is putting you up on game. This fragrance is putting you up on game. These are ones that you're going to hear it the most from me. I normally don't sit here and say, yes, I hype the shit out of something, because hype's a group effort. I may start a conversation. You guys will continue and expand upon the conversation across the internet. Whereas with this, I've been this, forcing it down your fucking throat for 2 years. Like, no, this, I'm telling you. And let me continue to add to that. This, fuck 10 times over this. I love it. Again, it's not the most unique fresh aquatic fragrance out there, but it's the feeling it evokes when you wear this fragrance. At least for me, this is one man's opinion. You may feel this way. You may not feel this way if you've tried it. Take it with a grain of salt, but I'll be damned if this is one that I won't be willing to throw my stamp of approval on and stand firmly behind, because it sure as shit is. I love this fragrance. It's, again, one of my 10 favorites of my entire collection. I love Mancera French Riviera. It has become my number one over the Cedrat Boisés, both the original and the Intense. That was my 1A and 1B when I did my top 40, where over time, this is my favorite Mancera fragrance. And I don't know if that's going to change for a long time. I'm not saying it can't change. I didn't think anything could topple Cedrat Boisé. Hell, I think Amberful from Mancera is more versatile than Cedrat Boisé. I didn't think that would be a thought I would have. Just, you never know. Pierre Montal doesn't get enough credit because he churns out so many fragrances year in and year out between his two brands, Montal and Mancera. He doesn't get enough just due for his creations, because sometimes he puts out some absolute bangers. And this is simple, but an absolute banger. You need to try this. If you value my opinion, you need to try this. I'm not saying you need to blind buy a bottle for $100. That's up to you, big boys and big girls who make their own money and do what they want with their own money. I'm not saying you have to do that. But I'm saying if you value my opinion or you have a similar taste to mine, you're probably really going to like this and should find a way to get a decant or a sample. Or, like I said, you blind buy it if you want to. Hook your boy up with a commission. Do it through one of my links, because I'll put you on game. Or not, whatever. I just hope that if you try it, you like it at least half as much as I do, because I love the hell out of this fragrance. I mean, look how long I've been ranting and rambling about this one out of the 10, right? So I should have saved it for last, because it would have been number one if I'd have ranked them. It's Mancera French Riviera. Citruses, mega fruits, peach, pineapple kind of stuff. Juicy, yellow floral, heavy on the lang-a-lang. You have other florals, rose, white florals, all that stuff, but heavy on the peach, lang-a-lang, pineapple. Does lean a little feminine. Monster performer. High-level compliment factor. Beach vibes with Sicily right here, guys. This is very much beach vibes. This is a summer stunner. This is a compliment monster. This is showing out. Confident guys are going to wear this one. Again, this one's a floral dominant fruity fragrance. It's fruity floral. Think about that, peach and lang-a-lang. Those are typically heavily featured in feminine-leaning fragrances, or women's perfumes straight up marketed for women. Whereas this is unisex. I don't care what anybody says. Sure, it leans feminine. It's not some aromatic fougere classic masculine. It ain't that. Look elsewhere if you're thinking that's what you need. But you want something juicy, juicy fruit. Super juicy peach pineapple here. Mainly peach. With some great florals. Not so much on the sunscreen. A little aquatic. It's so juicy it kind of leans itself to be watery and aquatic. Very ozonic and fresh at the same time. Sweet fruits. Man. That juice color's fitting too. Yellow. Peach, pineapple, lang-lang. That's the main things I get from it. So that juice color fits. It's a good one. I spent so much time on French Riviera. I don't want to make the video too long. So these last three we're going to kind of cruise through a bit quicker. But standard bearer right here, guys. Mancera Sicily. To my rose fragrance enthusiasts, this is fruits with rose dominance. Very powdery rose, but still fresh, watery aquatic. It's a watery aquatic rose with fruits. A lot of fruits in this video, right? Mancera So Blue. This has been out a long time. Never really got a ton of love. It's good. Violet and rose, but more rose than anything else. Very powdery, too. You got to be prepared for the powder. It's an aquatic, but it's a powdery aquatic. I dig this one. This one's different. It definitely leans more on the synthetic side of things. Not the most natural smelling rose fragrance. Man, this is a good one. Of course it leans feminine. Rose dominant, rose violet powder. Fruits and aquatic. Beast, too. Strong. One of the strongest ones in the video, guys. So Yeah, if you can find this one, Rose Fragrance Guys, Kix Griffey, Rose Fragrance Guys. You need this one. I believe he's got this one. When I think of Rose, I think of my guy Kix Griffey. He's big on Rose. But Mancera So Blue. And let's mix it up. We talked about a lot of floral dominant ones. How about something that leans a little bit more masculine? We got more woods, amber, incense, but orange aquatic. Kind of like Bulgari Aqua Amara, but better. Very versatile. Has some density to it. It's got some heavier notes with some fresher notes. It's Mancera Aqua Wood. Aqua Wood, home run, super versatile fragrance. Great, 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 great option. Definitely leans on the blue side of things. But amber and incense, you have these resinous oriental notes that give it some depth. It makes for a deeper type of smell to the fragrance. It richens things up, but it's still very orange. There's other citruses here, but I get mostly orange. It's a smoky, musky orange, like Bulgari Aqua Amara, but still very aquatic and ambery at the same time. So it's a good one. You can wear this anytime. Sure, it works great for the summer. That's why we're talking about it, but you can wear this anytime. It's got that level of versatility. It just has enhanced freshness, that leans it to being a better suited summer fragrance. If I had to pick a really good season to place it in, that's why we're talking about it for the summer. So if you haven't tried this one yet, probably the most versatile fragrance in this video, the most signature scent worthy of the bunch. I guess kind of worked out and shook out to where I saved it for last. But this will probably always be in this video topic too, no matter how many times we revamp it year in and year out. Mancera Aqua Wood. Well, that was my 10. Will it be the same 10 next year? Probably not. There'll be at least one or two that'll probably change out. But there's a few that it'll be hard to bump them out of here. Like Sicily, like Holidays, like Soleil d'Italie, like French Riviera, stuff like that. Wave Musk. They're not going nowhere. They ain't going nowhere. So again, there's links down below if you want to check them out. Make sure to like and subscribe before you leave. We'll see you on the next one.